Hi, in this video I'm going to talk you through all the equipment I've sent you for the Touch Typing for Academic Success course. And some of you will have got a big box like this because I included the keyboard, and others will have had a small box because I had the keyboard sent directly from the supplier. You should all have got a little list like this that lists everything that's sent. And so the first thing I've sent is a webcam. And the reason why I've sent a webcam, and for some of them a tripod, is because I need to see how the student is using their fingers and to check that they're using the correct fingers. So even though a device like this has its own webcam, this webcam is set up to look at the student, which I will also want to do, but this webcam is set up to look at the keyboard. So I would put it on the top and aim it at the keyboard. And for these ones, you can do it separately by standing them up and aiming them at the keyboard, but in all honesty, I think they work better just doing exactly the same and pointing them at the keyboard that way. But I think by having the tripod on that model, it just holds it in place a bit more, but you don't really need it. I also have this type of webcam, and all of these webcams have a USB connector that you just put in the USB slots in your laptop. So the laptop or Mac that you're using must have two USBs because you need to input your keyboard and you need to be able to input your webcam. And if you cannot do that, you can buy a little adapter that will go into your MacBook, and then you'll be able to put these two USBs in. So that's the webcam and the tripod. I've also sent you a keyboard and some stickers, some bands for fingers. Some students will need those, others won't, and two little 3D stickers. And what I'm wanting you to do is to create your own, what I call a blind keyboard. And the idea is you just put the stickers on the letters, and it's so children or students can't cheat and they do learn to touch type. And these dots go, the 3D dots go on the F and the J to make it abundantly clear where the home keys are. So there's always little ridges in the F and the J, but I want it to be really obvious to students where the home keys are. And here I've also given you a colour chart to show you how to put these stickers on. And in all honesty, you can put any colours you want on. These colours are how they need to be on for a particular solution called English Type, which I really like, but I don't use it on my courses because it's just not the best for the courses. It's great if you're just learning at home. So students can decide to design their keyboard any way they want, and they have more stickers than they need, so they can decide which ones to go where. But these two bands should be on the central fingers, because these two bands will help them to overcome a problem. A common problem that students sometimes have is using the wrong finger in this area. So those bands should be for those colours there. Not all students will need that, but some will. So that's the blind keyboard, and that is connected to the device by a USB as well. So two USBs needed. The blind keyboard should be used whenever the students practice touch typing. It shouldn't be used when they're using the keyboard for any other reason, which is the reason why I supply a separate keyboard and don't put stickers on the keyboard on the device, because that would just slow them down doing everything else and would be really, really frustrating. I've also included a return label, which is really important because I need the webcams back. I would definitely recommend that you use recorded delivery because we have had webcams get lost in the post, and post-pandemic they are so hard to source and the prices have gone up ridiculously. I've also put in these sheets And I've put them in just in case you have any problems with the printer, but going forward I would normally send you stuff via email for the students to do, which I would expect to be printed out. If you have any problems with printers, let me know, but on the whole I will email you sheets to be printed out because these will change each week. I create other videos that talk about common mistakes and how to use the blind keyboard, but I think as far as setting up the equipment, that's everything you need to know. If you have any questions, do email me or call me because I want to make sure everything works as soon as we start the course. I would also say that we use Zoom on the course, and if you're unfamiliar with Zoom, I have a video showing you how to use Zoom, but for Zoom to work well, your speaker and your microphone must work on your device, and it's worth checking that before the course starts. Otherwise students get very frustrated because they can't hear or we can't hear them. So we need a speaker, a microphone working on the device, you able to use Zoom, and 2 USB ports in your device, and it's worth having a go, plugging in the webcam, going into Zoom and going into settings and checking that the audio and the video settings all work long before the course starts. I'm here to answer any questions that you have. I hope you find that helpful.